We've missed out on the snow this winter, but that was not the case on this day nearly 40 years ago.
No, it was not. A massive blizzard brought travel to a standstill in Ohio and shut down schools and businesses, and people have been talking about it ever since. Storm Team 4 meteorologist Ben Gelber spent years gathering personal stories from the big blizzard of '78. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Dwayne and Ellie. This was our perfect storm, the collision of three weather systems that generated the storm of the century coming up from the south. Some local communities were cut off with no water, and 200,000 Ohioans were without electricity for many days. Folks went to bed with a mild rain and temperatures around 40 degrees. And imagine waking up to sheets of snow whipped by hurricane-force winds and temperatures plunging to near zero.
You literally could not see the tops of the buildings. The snow is horizontal. Most people were calling their family members, warning them, you okay? You're going to be warm? Do you have enough provisions?
Tom Reeder at the Ohio Historical Connection uses new technology to digitize old black and white pictures, preserving the story of the storm that he remembers like it was yesterday.
My wife and I, we had a 2.5-year-old and a 6-month-old when the power went out at the height of the blizzard.
People who have Jeeps and vehicles that can travel in this to help us get some of these people out.
Governor James Rhodes declared a state of emergency, calling up 5,000 members of the National Guard. The State Highway Patrol and American Red Cross helped open roads so that food trucks could distribute meals to stranded residents buried under 20 inches of snow and drifts 25 feet high.
They closed down Dublin High School. They just didn't have enough fuel oil to keep the place heated. My dad ended up getting a kerosene heater.
My husband was a Boy Scout in Circleville, and he would dig people out or deliver food and help others.
It took Ohioans more than a week to dig out from under the storm of the century. Now, despite many heroic efforts, 51 Ohioans died in the storm, many from exposure after leaving their stranded vehicles in 40 below zero wind chills. The National Guard estimated about 10,000 Ohioans were rescued successfully by truck, 2,700 by air. National Guard helicopters. Wayne and Ellie, anyone who lived through the storm has a story.
Yeah, it was just something. It was amazing what happened. Thanks, Ben. By the way, Ben will be doing a live Facebook chat in just a few minutes from now, taking your questions about the blizzard of '78, as well as your questions about the rest of this winter here in Central Ohio.